This overview will show you the highlights of getting started with the user interface. Once you sign in, you are home. From here, you can go to everything within the service by clicking on the menu at the upper left. Alternatively, you can get there by clicking on the corresponding icons. From your name, you can access settings and actions. Downloads enables you to download EPM Automate to automate repeatable business activities. For example, you can use it for migration to import and export artifacts. Provide feedback allows you to send feedback about the cloud service. Help brings up the Help Center library where you can get to the documentation and the videos. To review new features in a monthly update, click See What's New from the Help Center. Help on this topic brings up a specific topic that is about the page you are currently on. About enables you to see additional information. You can track the number of records in use for your subscription. You can look up the version of software installed. Icons are on display within the header region. Only the service administrator uses access control, migration, and daily maintenance. Access control allows you to assign roles to users. Migration allows you to migrate artifacts between a test and a production environment. Daily maintenance allows you to set up the time when daily backups are done. Use the Academy to get quick links to documentation and videos. The following icons can be used by all users to manage enterprise data. Views give you a collection of lists and/or hierarchies for a particular context or activity, such as entity maintenance. Views consist of one or more viewpoints where you can update or browse data. Requests are the mechanism to update data. Changes to data are organized into request items. Actions such as add, insert, move, delete, or update may be grouped to record changes to a specific node. Applications represent an external application's enterprise data. All work on data involves an application's viewpoints and related data objects. Node types are a collection of an application's nodes that share a common business purpose. Use node types to define nodes' properties and to define rules to convert a node type to another node type. Hierarchy sets define nodes' parent-child relationships. For example, you would use a hierarchy set to define a hierarchy in which products roll up to product categories. Node sets define the group of nodes available in viewpoints. A node set can include all the hierarchies in a hierarchy set or can exclude some hierarchies by only selecting a top node. Properties list the properties that can be added to dimensions. Default properties are included and custom properties can be created when you register custom applications. You can hide the icons by clicking the arrow and then click it again to display them. This filter can show or hide archived objects. Each icon includes an action menu, and they all have an Inspect option. You use Inspect to either browse or modify the data chain or metadata. For example, if you inspect a view, you can browse and edit the view name. And then from the Definition tab, you can click the node set. From the node set, click the data chain, and you can see all the data objects or metadata. You can also see breadcrumbs of objects you opened at the bottom of your screens. These serve as navigation mechanisms to traverse the data chain of your view. There are several ways to open data objects and metadata. For example, from Views, you can open an object with read-only access using the Open option, or open an object directly from a page by clicking it, or by selecting a draft request from the Requests icon. In this example, you see a view with 2 viewpoints. Each viewpoint represents a dimension. As you navigate levels in a hierarchy, breadcrumbs showing a node's position in the hierarchy build underneath. The properties for a selected node are shown on the right in a property pane. You use requests to update data in a viewpoint, and on submission, the entire request is validated and posted. You can use the Actions menu from the viewpoint to do several things. You can inspect a viewpoint to browse its metadata, which is read-only. From the Viewpoint's Action menu, You can also compare viewpoints side by side to locate differences. In order to make changes, you first need to create a new request. You can look up a node in one viewpoint and locate the same node in another to simplify alignment using the Locate button action or Locate right-click menu item. You can show or hide properties in the side-by-side layout. When you are ready to submit, the system will validate data for you and you can start a new request. You can validate all items in a request or a single request item. The system performs the checks necessary to determine the validity of the request items and their request actions. Separately, you may validate the entire viewpoint to raise quality of your enterprise data before you export it to target applications. From the same viewpoint menu, you can also copy a viewpoint. Leave the Copy Nodes and Copy Relationships checkboxes unchecked to reuse the same nodes and relationships respectively. From the same menu, you can download the entire viewpoint to an Excel file to perform mass updates offline and reintroduce as a new request. In this overview, we showed you the highlights of the user interface. To learn more, visit cloud.oracle.com.